action.
I'm Rob Johnson, CEO of the Billiard Congress of America.
Thanks for joining me, Rob. Could you explain to us how the BCA has evolved over the years?
Well, you know, the organization, as much as I know, was formed as a player organization many years ago, and their first real charge was to sanction events and promote play in pool rooms. And over time, the association has moved from not only a focus on play, but a focus on trade. And the advent of the BCA Expo came as a result of that effort. And so really have moved from just a play organization to a play and a trade organization, which has really carried through 35, 40 years now. And so today, our mission is to enhance the success of the game, enhance the success of our members, and promote the game. So it's trying to help our members in their business, operate their business, but then also trying to promote the game in general.
Aside from the trade show, how else is the BCA involved with players and the game?
It's a good question. We, from a WPA standpoint, the World Pool Billiard Association, we are the North American representative to that association. As such, we get involved in rules making, rules clarification, discussions about new games, adjustments to current games. We also help choose players for international competition, so we're in charge of determining a point system and creating methods for choosing those players for those competitions. We play a role in selecting events worldwide, trying to identify new events, helping organize new events. We do that on the pro side, we do that on the wheelchair side, we do that on the junior side. So that's a big involvement of our time. We produce a rule book, and it's the official rule book for the industry. We do that on an annual basis. The BCA has an instructor program that we certify individuals to become BCA instructors and then help promote them out in the public and to teach the game. And again, we believe that a certified instructor, a good instructor that teaches somebody to play the game and they have a good experience, that promotes the game for all of us. So we continue to play an active role with the instructors. Those are the biggest areas offhand that I can think of right now.
Very good. And what impact do you feel, if any, will the loss of TV coverage for pool have on the U.S.?
Well, you know, that's a good question. I think a lot of sporting properties are looking at right now. I think for years we've asked the question of content of pool on TV. Does that translate into sales in a retailer? Does that translate into someone going into a pool room? My belief on that is that awareness and publicity for the sport, any way you can find it, is better for everybody. You know, and the rising tides raise all boats, or however you say that, I think is very applicable to this question, which is certainly we'd love to see more pool on TV. We think that it benefits everybody seeing the game played. I think it benefits people when you see pool in TV commercials and when you see pool in TV shows or that type of thing. But the reality is it's economics, and pool is going through the same issues that all sports are going through, which is the cost of putting a program on television versus being able to raise money to actually put that on TV, and it's a tough issue. So right now we're not producing a lot of new content, but there's still content being run, and that's a good thing about how TV has been produced. Pool has been produced for TV, which is it's not as timely as some other sports, and so they continually play it, and when they play it, they get good ratings. Would we like to see more? Certainly. It's just a matter of economics.
So have you, as the BCA, noticed a direct correlation between more pool on television, pool in movies and stuff like that, resulting in more participation?
You know, I couldn't pull out a chart and say, you know, here's what's happened. Obviously, The Color of Money is the one movie or one time of life that comes up all the time, way before I got here, and you hear a lot that promoted the game and drove people into the pool rooms and into the retail to buy. Aside from that, I don't know of any direct correlation. I think it's more of assumptive that any time you have the game being promoted in any of those mediums, it's going to help everybody.
There seems to be somewhat of a perception out there that the BCA as a trade organization has moved away from the game and more toward the business end. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I think my thoughts on that is based on the Bank Shot initiative that we've just announced, which is a direct benefit of pool rooms, and we can talk more about that. That's not the case. The reality, though, is that the Billiard Congress of America is a nonprofit that needs to generate revenue to succeed and to survive and to stay alive. And so we have been very successful with our trade show. It's made us a lot of money in years past, and we've used that money to put back into the industry as a nonprofit. So we've become known very, very much for being the BCA Expo, and that's what we do. But the reality is the money that comes out of that we've put into other areas of the BCA which are not profitable but help the players. For example, the WPA. We funded the WPA membership. We funded players to travel overseas to compete in those competitions. We funded the Billiard Education Foundation very substantially. We funded the instructor program, which costs us more money than we make off of the program. So it's a little bit of a circle, which is we've used certainly been successful in the trade side and gotten known for that, but that money has went back into the play side, and hopefully that'll flip someday, and that the play side will generate more money through Bank Shot and through programs that we're creating for the pool room that helps the pool room operator and helps the BCA because we get more members. And there may come a time that the play side is generating money and we put that back into the trade side. It may be for salesperson training in the retail store. So it's really a circular. It's one group helping the other and the other group helping the other, and that's how we look at it.
Can you give us a quick summary of what the Bank Shot is about?
Be happy to. We as an association have spent the last couple of years taking a hard look at what benefits the BCA, Billiard Congress of America, can provide our members and provide the industry. We looked at other associations and how they benefit their members. And most traditional associations have a couple pillars of benefit. They may do research, they may do lobbying, they may provide statistics, they may provide marketing, they may provide certification. So as we looked at other associations and what benefits they provide, we had to look at how that fit with the Billiard Congress of America. During that research, we looked hard at a lot of associations. One of them was the bowling industry. The bowling industry had a program called Strike 10 Entertainment. And Strike 10 Entertainment has been able to negotiate national buying programs that create discounts for their members that they can pass on to their members. An example would be a program with Pepsi, where bowling centers can get discounts on purchasing Pepsi. And so it's been very successful and a good benefit for bowling centers. They've done the same thing with Tony's Pizza. They've done the same thing with the First Data merchant credit card system. We looked at that and said that would fit very well with the billiard industry. So we created Bank Shot Entertainment. It's the new marketing and promotion arm of the BCA, the Billiard Congress of America, and we're using Bank Shot Entertainment to create new member benefits for our industry. The programs that we are launching right now all benefit the room operator. One is Coca-Cola. We now have a national program with Coca-Cola. Pool room operators can get national pricing. Assuming they hit volume numbers, they pour enough Coke, they can get national pricing on their purchasing. And Coke will then promote the industry in some national marketing campaigns as we get enough pool rooms signed up to be able to do that type of a program. We create a deal with First Data credit cards, a merchant credit card, which we have been working on for the last 30 days, introducing to pool rooms, and we're finding that pool room operators that sign up for this program are saving more than, on average, more than $40 a month, which translates to nearly $500 a month savings for a $300 Billiard Congress of America membership. We've signed a deal with Cisco Foods, where any billiard room that's buying food from Cisco will get rebates on some of their purchases. They don't have to do anything but register for this program. They don't even have to know that the rebates are out there, and they'll start getting quarterly checks back from Cisco. So those are the types of programs. As this program grows down the road, we will then have enough pool room operators doing this program then to start creating national promotions. to drive people into pool rooms. And again, go back to what I said earlier, our belief is promoting play, promoting people in pool rooms will help not only pool rooms, but will also help the entire industry all the way to the retailer. So it's a program we're just launching, but we're very excited about.
That's excellent. What's the biggest thing that everyone out there can do that, or be aware of, that can help improve our sport?
Well, I think right now, every industry, every business, every person has to take a look at how professional they're operating, and efficiencies, customer service, marketing. Look at all of the areas for which they operate and see how they can do it better. I think the customer right now is pickier than the customer's ever been. The customer's looking to be treated better than they've ever been treated. They're looking for immediate service, immediate response, and I think that's the same thing in this industry. I think the other thing that this industry is going to be facing in the real near future is innovation. And this industry is going to continue to need to innovate and bring out new products and introduce new products in this marketplace that we all find ourselves in, or it's going to continue to struggle. That's what you're seeing in other lines, from whether it's electronics, I mean, even into construction supplies. Wherever you see people buying things, it's innovation, it's introducing new products, and we've got to continue to do that in billiards and home recreation in general.
Super. Thank you so much, Rob. And the website where people can learn more about the BCA?
www.bca-pool.com. Thanks.